Oldies and Goodies here. Yeah, I'm a little late in putting the video out. As I've been saying, I put out one every day. Well, it's still today. And I got home, didn't feel too good, answered a few comments, and I passed out about 9:30 this morning. Got up at 7. So 7 tonight. Okay, and it's now what, 10 o'clock my time. I've been up for a few hours. But I'm trying to make sure I keep this on track. Little dedication thing, you know. I say I'm going to put something out, I'm going to do it, you know. I added a couple books on bookends here. Cherry Picker's Guide, Strike It Rich, with pocket change on the between my stack of books. And I'm going to talk about a little bit about that in this video. Matter of fact, we'll just start talking about it now. I should have done it with the pennies collection, because a lot of people are looking for errors and varieties in pennies, which there's plenty of them. Whether it's just die chips, or whether it's cuds or actual errors, or variety. I mean, where they messed up and did something different to the die, or something happened to the die. But the people that should be checking out, because I'm not an error variety guy, I do look for them, is Ken Peavey, Robert Lawson, Dustin Morgan from Coin Op. Then you have Coin Dragon as well, and almost everybody does look for coin error and varieties, because for a penny and you get 100 times your profit, for a penny, and the penny's worth $1. It's worth finding them. The hardest part is listing them, selling them, getting people to buy them. Back in the 70s, 80s, there was only a few varieties that they were big time. The 55 double die, the 69S, or 60, yeah. And those are what people would be looking for, because they're worth 1,000 plus times more than the value of the coin. So, but you can still find them. People find stuff all the time. And that's what makes coin collecting fun, is not just filling your books or your holes, but to find a variety and error that you don't have, and something that's worth more money than the value of the coin, which, a penny, and you found it for free. Well, it cost you a penny, or you found it, and it's worth $1,000. There you go. You're not going to get rich. No, I'm pretty sure you're not going to get rich, but you're going to make a name for yourself, and you're going to get a few dollars. So that's if you sell it. Of course, everything depends upon buying and selling. Now, the Cherry Picker's Guide, this one here, the 6th edition, volume 1, is pennies to like nickels or something like that, of the older change, before silver was discontinued, the wheat pennies and all that. So that's a very helpful hint or book to have. The second volume is nickels on up, to $1 and stuff like that. And then the Strike It Rich book, which is written by Ken Potter, Ken Potter. Sorry, not Harry Potter. Ken Potter. He's on Facebook a lot, and put out a book on error and varieties. Now, of course, there's sites you can go to on the internet. I'm not gonna put them down in the description. Everybody pretty much go to Ken Peavey and he'll direct you. He's the professor of pennies, and he's got a nice blog. I'll probably put his blog page on description below. But Strike It Rich is anything after the wheat penny type deal, and all the way up to whatever it is now, up to date 2013, I think. It doesn't go that much further. Haven't seen a new book come out, but it'll show you all the different varieties and errors that you can have that has value to it, whether it's $1 or what have you. Now, also, the Red Book is another book that shows errors and varieties, but those are the prominent ones that are definitely worth a lot of money. These are in between and lower end varieties and errors. And as I said, good luck in trying to sell them. I just gave my whole collection of, I didn't give it, but error and varieties to Beth Coddington. I did a trade for some coins to fill in my holes in some of my books, and it was a very fairly decent trade. And she made, I'm pretty sure she got more than value of the trade. And I'm hoping that she'll take a couple of the coins and actually slab them like she did with her hubby's 55 double die they just had recently slabbed. And he found that when he was a kid back in the day. So that's pretty cool. So let's get on with this segment, second segment, and it's going to be on my nickels. And to be honest, I'm not much of a nickel guy. You got poly nickels, you got dirty nickels, and you got nickel nibbler, but he's a metal detectorist. But he got dubbed that because he finds a lot of nickels in the ground. None of these are dug. 1899 is my start date. If you go back to the beginning, 1883, without cents and with cents, the 1883 without cents, they used to gold plate them to act like they were a gold coin because there was no cents on it, and the coin looked the same to a gold coin. But these are all common coins that, you're not going to, you can find them in coin roll hunting, but it's going to be only because I threw them in back into circulation. These, all my duplicates, I just, keep giving them away. With the Liberty Head, like the Buffalo Nickel wears out on the date to the point because they're high, yeah, I'm not going to comment that. But the dates and all that wear right out real quick. On the Liberty Head, it's the face. There's no, to be in great detail, you'd have to have all the hair and the Liberty and all that. And nickels are the most, definitely not the sought out coin of coin hunting or coin collecting. But it's a part of our U.S. Coins, so yeah, we gotta at least have some Liberty nickels. As you can see, all of these are at least G4. There might be one or two that actually shows Liberty and has some detail, but nope, just common coins, Liberty V nickel. It's a Liberty Head nickel, but most everybody in the society calls it the V nickel because it's got the big V on the back for number 5 Roman numeral. So that takes care of that book. And moving on. Okay, we're not in the little coins anymore. The Buffalo Nickel, 1913. Oh, that's right. I didn't have the 1913 Liberty V nickel. Darn it. 1913 Liberty V nickel. 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 1913 Liberty V I'd be a rich, rich man. But I have one 1913, and these coins I got, for the most part, I decided to start the collection from Coin Sense and Nonsense. Gave them to me as a gift. I did a shout out and a mail package, but he was going to help me out on my Jefferson nickels and got behind and busy. And I ended up finally filling my Jefferson nickels book up, and I'm going to show that here in a minute. But as you can see, I reversed the Buffaloes because it has the mint mark on the back, on the bottom, between the 5 cents. That way, you know, you can verify that those are the S mint mark, 26S there, 28S, 29S, 30S. I reversed them. But as you can see, pretty much mostly the common dates. Now, anything with a mint mark is low mintage. And if you watch Coins for Amateurs, they're coin roll hunting. The D's and S's are a little bit harder to come by because they're lower mintage. Like that 1923 S, there's only 6.1 million made of them. But you look at the 1923, there's 36 million. Then you go lower than that, 21S is only 1 million made. So that's going to be like a key, semi-key date. They're very interesting to have. And these are all, of course, has dates with pretty good details. Some are very fine, and then some are, you know, better than good for. But that's my Buffalo collection. Slowly working on that. I just started that this year. Liberty V nickel I started a couple years ago, but didn't do it. All right, the only Jefferson nickel book I got is the beginning years to 1961. I'm not concerned about collecting because most all nickels, even when they come fresh from the mint, you don't have full stops. The only way you're going to get a good nickel, if you're lucky out of circulation, is the minute it comes out of the mint, you might get a good coin, but they're not going to be they're not valuable. And a lot of people get them from the slabs. People get them from the mint and slab them real quick. But as you can see, 1938 all the way to 1961 D, I have the whole collection. And it took me a while, but I finally got the silver nickels. Now, Lemonhead Penny helped me out with a lot of these key dates, whatever. I did some trades with them. And I even got a couple from Bill J to finish the book off. And most of it, I was trying to do the coin roll hunting. But you see the wartime nickels, 1945, 45S, 45D, 45P. The last war nickel I got was from SJ, and it was the 44, I think it was 44S that I didn't have. And then, of course, I got the rest from the other channels. And then, of course, everybody that does coin roll hunting usually keeps them under 1960 as an older coin. And could be because the book only goes to 61, then you get into the 62 on the next book, and they made billions of the 64. Speaking of that, Bill J sent me a gift of $2 a roll, $2 in nickels, 64D that I have to go through and check for errors. But always remember that if you find an error variety, it's worth more than the value of the coin. And it's worth checking the coins, checking your change. There you go. Coins for Amateurs logo. Keep checking that change. and it's worth going through and checking for varieties and errors, even if you're not going to sell them right off, or or just want to collect them. It's so much knowledge you have to learn to identify coins. But once you start doing it, you could get rich, strike it rich with pocket change. And yeah, they do bring big money if you can sell them. So that's it for this edition. Thanks everybody for commenting on my last video. There was quite a few people this time, and we'll get into dimes in my next segment, part 3, and possibly the quarters. I don't have very many. As I said, I sold a lot of coins back in the day, and I restarted the collection a few years back when my mom gave most of my coins back that I had given her to hold on to. So everybody have a great day, and well, great week, because y'all going back to work, and this is my Saturday. Thanks, guys.